Today we're going to cover the General tab of a roofing single-ply length condition. Starting in the upper left, you have your description. This is a user-definable field for you to type in the name of the condition. Moving to the right, you have your labor method. You can choose per lineal foot, per square, or none. Continuing to the right, you have your master height. This is most commonly used for calculating the membrane height that you're going to need for your parapet flashing. Over to the right as well, you have additional minute description and minutes. This field is going to be used for a smart labor capability inside of the program, not commonly used. Moving down, you have the single ply. This is going to be used to calculate the membrane that you're going to be using for your wall. You have your checkbox here. This is indicating to use the master height as the height of membrane, or if you would like, you can uncheck that and type in a specific inch increment for the membrane that you're going to need. You have your roll width and roll length. This is for ordering method. So when you go out to the pricing screen, this is where it's going to be applying that membrane. Continuing to the right, you have your end lap and your side lap, just for calculation methods. To the right as well, you have your roll type. So this will be the membrane that you're going to be using. Continuing down, you have surfaces. Now the surfaces can be used in a couple different ways when dealing with a length condition. You can use it to calculate a vapor barrier if you needed to put some sort of vapor barrier along the wall. You can use it for calculating insulation. Any of those options are available. Simply turn the field on. In the master height checkbox, you can choose to check that or keep that unchecked. Here you're going to type in the inch increment if you do not check it for the master height. So now you can go in and say, hey, we want 24 inches. That's how tall the vertical face is of the parapet wall. Your description, click your three-dotted button and change this to whatever you would be using it for, whether it's a vapor barrier or insulation, whatever you have. Simply go through and choose the option. Continuing to the type, in the three-dotted button, you'll scroll through the list. If you don't see your product, simply click the plus button here and go ahead and add in your new product. And then if you want to apply an additional labor line to that, you can turn that labor line on and give it a method of labor: adhering, installing, fastening, peel and stick, whatever you wanted to choose there. Again, you can use that for vapor barriers or insulation. If you needed, to put up some sheathing on the wall as well, you could also use this for that. Continuing down, now you have two fastener places. Now the first fastener, this roof nail, this is most commonly used as a temporary hold down for that wall flashing membrane. In this case, if you were having a coping cap go on top and you wanted to just have a temporary fastener in there until you're able to get that coping cap on and get that wall fully sealed up, that's what this roof nail is most commonly used as. If that's not something you do, feel free to change that fastener out to something you would use. Continuing down to the second fastener, you'll notice that this is just your regular all-purpose fastener. In this case, we have it set up as 3 inches, so this would be like we were fastening the membrane to the wall. However, this fastener is also used for the perimeter around where your field is, and so if you wanted and you didn't fasten into the wall, you fastened your membrane to the deck, this is where you would be able to calculate the fastener that you need for that membrane going into the deck. Simply change the length. And then if you needed to, you could also go in and change how often that fastener is going to be dropped by modifying your centers. If you want to change the type of fastener, simply click the three-dotted button and choose from the list. If your option is not out there, you can either copy and insert one that is, or you can go ahead and click the plus option here at the top to create a new one. The pieces per carton is going to be giving you your box count. So if you put in the correct pieces per box in this field, out on the pricing screen, you're going to see the material presented to you in a box format. If you leave that pieces per carton 0, we're going to give you a per piece count. So instead of pricing a box of fasteners, you would actually be pricing the individual fastener themselves. These fasten to fields are purely information only. They're not used in any other way other than just to indicate, hey, this is the deck that I have. So that way, if you're reviewing this job a little bit later on down the road, you have a quick reference to know what kind of deck you're working with or what kind of walls you're working with. And then ultimately, you have your plate here as well. Again, click that three-dotted button and simply choose from the list that we have available to you. If it's not out there, you can either copy and insert one that's similar, or you can click the plus button here at the top and create a new product. If you have any additional questions or you need any assistance while setting up this wall flashing condition, please reach out to our tech and training department and they'd be happy to assist you in any way they can. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.